Welcome, people, to another episode of Poland. You all know that Poland is one place that I love to travel to. Um, what I'm going to talk about in this episode is um, why tourists avoid Poznan. Poznan is a very interesting place to visit, actually. Not a lot of tourists go to Poznan for some reason. A lot of tourists, especially from Western Europe, tend to go to Warsaw or Krakow and they live out Poznan for some reason I don't understand. I must say a lot of people are missing out because Poznan has some amazing things to see. They have one of the best scenery, I would say, and also you can visit places like the cathedral, the museum. In this particular visit to Poznan, I couldn't actually cover the whole Poznan because I didn't have enough time. I literally went there for a day to see how Poznan is because I was really keen to see it. So what I did was I did go to the old town. I did go to the town center. I also spent time at the train station. They have a massive train station, a massive shopping center there as well. I also did, did some other bits, and I had some food there as well. Okay, enough talking. Let's see how Poznan is. Um, I suppose after watching this video, you would obviously be convinced that Poznan is a good place to visit. Chief, they talk about museums, they talk about the Cathedral Island, they talk about the old town. Has anyone ever shown you the real streets of Poznan? I bet not. Follow me as I show you the real streets of Poznan. Let's go. Okay, so it's a Saturday afternoon in Poznan, and as you can see, it's mad busy. When I first came to Poznan today, I thought Poznan was so boring, to be totally honest. There was hardly anyone on my way to the city center because what I did was I checked on Google Maps to see how long it takes to the city center, and on my way to the city center there was hardly no one on the road at all. So I was thinking, does anyone actually live in this part of Poland? But obviously I was totally wrong. There is a lot of people in Poznan, and so far so good. It looks like they have a lot of young people as well, which I thought was not the case. Okay, so I've obviously done the real streets of Warsaw. That's actually my best video on YouTube at the moment. A lot of people like that video, and the reason for that is I did show my subscribers a lot about Warsaw in a few minutes. In this video I'll try my best to show you as much as I can, but just bear in mind it's going to be mad busy. Right, so it's just like any normal town center across Europe anyway, to be totally honest. In terms of diversity, I've only seen a few Asian, African and other ethnic minorities in Poznan. Is not as much as what I saw in Warsaw, for example. Also, no one has spoken to me in Poznan, so I don't think they are as open as guys in, let's say, Krakow, for example. It might just be that they are much more conservative in this part of town. Who knows? But so far so good. I've been having a good time anyway, so I've had a nice meal, and I'm just willing to explore a bit more. So they do have a big shopping center, as you'd expect in any city centre, obviously. There's no city centre without a shopping centre, literally. What I'm looking for in Poznan is a train station. I've not seen a train station so far. They might have one around somewhere, but obviously I've got to look for it. I'm just waiting at the traffic lights. As you know, in Poland, you can't just cross the road unless the light is green. Obviously, if this was London, everyone is crossing the road. Like, no one is going to wait for the traffic light to be green. Everyone is literally crossing. But in Poland, they are much more obedient to the traffic light for some reason. It might be that they don't have a lot to do. But if I was in London right now, I'll be crossing that road. Okay, so they have a big shopping centre. If I have time, I might show you guys the shopping centre. Poland. So I think I've said this in my previous videos. You need to be very, very mindful when you're in Poland. They don't actually mess around when it comes to traffic lights. So please ensure that when you're in Poland, you do respect traffic regulations. And I'm not talking about driving, I'm talking about walking. So jaywalking is obviously not allowed. You can get fined for jaywalking. So my recommendation is when you're walking around the shopping center area or a metropolitan part of Poland or anywhere where there are traffic lights or pedestrian lights, apologies, just make sure you are respecting the traffic rules. And I think it will be good for you to do that anyway because the rest of the Polish people or the Polish people do that. So if they are doing that, then I see no reason why you shouldn't do it. So please ensure you're following rules. I've actually learnt a lot since traveling to Poland, to be honest. I've kind of changed the way I I jaywalk across England. Nowadays, I do turn left and right and also wait for the traffic light too. I just don't cross the traffic lights like I used to. Sorry. Okay, so I kept on walking around the town area. Poznan was really fascinating. I did notice that they have a young population. I think Poland in general has a young population anyway. They have a lot of young people, I would say. I think when I go to Poland in the future, I might start exploring the villages. I'm kind of tired of going to the towns. What do you reckon, people? Do you think I should start invading Polish villages and start engaging with the locals there? Because for some reason I feel it would be good to engage with the locals in the villages. I think they'll be happy to see me. But what do you guys think? Anyways, let's keep watching to see what I was up to. Of a place in Istanbul. So there's a very popular walking street in Istanbul. It's a long strip. I've totally forgotten the name. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's a very, very long strip in Turkey, Istanbul. And there are just literally like shops around and there are various things to do. There are people selling stuff on the side as well. So that's the sort of vibe I'm getting in Poznan, which is strange considering I thought it was boring. Because when I was looking at the Cathedral Island today, I'm like, this town is boring. Like, all they have is Cathedral Island and Old Town and nothing else. But actually, it's not boring at all.
Oh,
hello.
Oh, hello. Magic. One
is it?
slot.
No.
Yes,
I've got to go. I'm exploring.
One slot.
Say hello to my subscribers. Hello. No. I've got to go. So this reminds me of Turkey actually. No. You're gonna drop. He's gonna drop on the floor. You're gonna drop on the floor. He's gonna drop on the floor. So anyways, he's a bit twofold, yeah. So he reminds me of the guys in Turkey. So in Turkey, for example, they'll try and push you to buy stuff. So he's trying to tell me to watch the magic he's about to perform, but obviously it's not magic, is it? It's not magic, is it? Anyways, yeah, so we're still in the city center area, walking around. The Polish people are the same anyway. Everywhere you go, they're not different at all. Still very approachable, still very nice. So today I'm not buying anything at all. If you've seen my previous videos, obviously I said I did buy a number of things from the rocks. Oh my days. Polish people, how the hell do you pronounce your cities, yeah? I told you guys that I did buy some things in Wrocław or Wrocław, and I was not looking to buy anything else anyway, so I just bought some things I needed, like gloves, for example, because I had a feeling that it's going to be very cold, and it is very cold actually. So I think buying the gloves, this one I'm wearing, has been really helpful. So far so good. I'm happy with it, and it was quite cheap. It was literally a set of 2 for £7.99. No, sorry, £5.99. £5.99 when I converted it to our local currency. So yeah, so it wasn't bad at all, I would say. So I've not seen any like fancy kind of shop in Poznan, and the reason why I'm saying this as well is in Wrocław they do have like some posh shops around, and they have something similar to, let's say, Selfridges. Hold on, is that a market? It might not be a market, it might just be like a store that they're calling a market. Okay, I'm not going to bother going in there. So I think it's one of them ones that they call a market, but it's not an actual market. But I'm not going to worry about that. If it was an actual market, I'll obviously go into it, but it doesn't look like a proper market, so I'm not going to bother. So my Polish subscribers, yeah, you guys need to actually tell your family members to subscribe, because I've traveled all the way to Poland to show you the western part of your country. So I've traveled all the way to Wrocław, and now I'm in Poznan, so you need to commend me for that. Obviously next time I come back I'm going to go to Gdansk. I think I pronounced that right. So I'm going to go there, but tomorrow is going to be Katowice, and that's it for this trip. But next time I come over, I'll definitely go to Gdansk. If there's any place you feel I need to go to, please feel free to write that in the comment area or in the comment section. I like it when you guys recommend places to go to. I think it's really good when you recommend places that my other subscribers might want to see. And don't forget that this is your country. This is to my Polish subscribers. This is your country, so you would understand what people want to see, basically. So feel free to show me. Also, for my Polish subscribers that have been following me for a while now, please feel free to contact me if you want to host me too. I do not mind coming to your town and spending like a day or 2 or even a week with you. I'm happy for you to show me around Poland or around your town. I feel sometimes having a local guide is really good, especially a subscriber who has been watching my videos. I suppose they would understand the sort of things I'm looking for. But yeah, Poland is one fascinating country. So I kept on walking around, and I saw some areas that that was of interest. Sorry, there were a lot of graffiti. I love graffiti anyway. Not like I can do one, but I just like seeing graffiti. Some Polish people feel like the graffiti kind of destroys their town, but I think it doesn't. I think that's what makes a lot of the Polish cities unique. Just the way the graffitis are. I do like them. I did see this building that looked a bit odd. It looked abandoned, but I think they're working on it. Um, the good thing about Poland is you see a building like this and it still looks nice and good, isn't it? Poland is a lovely country. Anyways, enough talking. Let's see what I was up to.
On camera, to be totally honest, but if you're actually here, you'll be like, oh my days, what's happening? It does look run down, but I think they're just literally doing some renovations basically. So that's why. But can you see how nice Poznan is? Definitely recommend you come over. Right, enough of showing you rundown buildings. Let's show you good stuff. Okay, so what do they have in terms of street food and things like that? I've just seen a McDonald's, or McDonald's, not McDonald's. That's a very strange one. Is that not like copyright infringement right there? So McDonald's, a doner kebab shop called McDonald's. Anyways, so I think that's part of the building I showed you earlier, that one. And also I did go to some parts on my way from the city center, sorry, on my way from the train station to the city center. I did go to certain areas that I was like, oh, this looks like not even Peckham, because Peckham in London is like quite upscale nowadays. The house prices in Peckham are quite high. So for those that don't know Peckham, yeah, so Peckham is a place in South London that some people used to be scared to go to, but now it's quite upscale because the house prices are mad crazy. So I wouldn't even compare the place I saw to Peckham. I would say much more of a deprived area up north or something. But anyways, I passed certain residential areas, yeah, and I thought, oh my days, this can't be Poland, like, because the Poland I know is normally very nice. But I think there are certain parts of Poznan that look a bit run down, but that's not to say the whole of Poznan looks run down. It was just certain areas I saw. Obviously I'm not going to put that on camera because there's no point, but it might just be that those areas are just being under construction or something, who knows. But it didn't look like you know, the Poland I know, because Poland always looks nice most of the time. Okay, so guys, I've shown you the bits I think you need to see. Let's see if there's anything else you need to see around this section.
Okay, so I kept on walking, exploring, um, and I did see some parts that were quite rough though, which I was not too happy about because obviously I'm a big Polish or Poland fan, sorry. So when I saw that bit, I was like, oh, come on, what's happening here? But I think it was a certain part that was just unkept, really. Um, I don't think it portrays Poland as a country because, like I said, I've been going to Poland for a while now. Um, and Poznan, or this part of Poznan, shocked me a bit though because I know Poland is a clean city. All the bits I've been to are quite clean. I've never seen any place as run down as this, but I've got a feeling that it's just that particular area that was dirty anyway. I don't think the other parts would be like that. But if anyone knows who owns that land or that premises where the rubbish was just all over the place, my recommendation is to do something about it. Maybe give the person a call or have a conversation with the person, whoever owns the premises. Yeah, because it is really bad. I kept on looking around. I did like the graffiti though. I always like graffitis, like I said earlier. So I kept on walking, went around the old town area as well to see how it is. Um, what I'm going to do now is to end it here, because the next part of the video would be taking you around the old town. I did like the old town a lot, and I think I might go back to the old town either this year or next year. I hope this year though. I'm kind of aiming for summertime, um, because I feel it'll be good to go back again. But I'll see how things go. Either I go to Poznan or some other city, but I'll see. I'll see. Okay, in this part of Poznan, I did explore the old town. Unfortunately, though, the old town was going through a renovation, and unfortunately, I couldn't walk around like I wanted to. A lot of my subscribers did say that it's going to get completed by spring 2024. So what I'll do is maybe go to Poznan summertime this year or next year, or even go during winter next year maybe. Let's see anyway. Um, but I think it should be done by now though, because I'm hearing a lot of people saying that it's good to go now. Okay, let's see what I was up to in Old Town Poznan.
Popular for churches, popular for having a lot of culture, and obviously it's got an old town as well, which is quite similar to all cities across Poland. Okay, so I'm just in the old town in Poznan, and it looks like there's a lot of work going on, so I wouldn't recommend you coming for now until most of the work are done, because it looks a bit messy. But there's a lot of work being done at the moment, and I think it's just to improve the area. But there's still a lot of things to see. Obviously it doesn't stop you from looking at the tourist attractions, but obviously just bear that in mind when you come here, that it will be quite challenging to actually look around the area. So how did I get to Poznan? So what happened was, I was thinking of cities to visit this time, and I thought, let me try some cities I've not been to. So Poznan came to mind for two reasons. I always give two reasons every time. The first reason is obviously my subscribers. You know, they did tell me to come to Poznan next time I visit Poland. And the other reason is I'm currently in Wrocław. That's where my hotel is, and I thought it might be better to look for a place that is not too far. It only took me like less than 3 hours to travel all the way from Wrocław to Poznan, so it's a no-brainer basically. In terms of what you can do in the old town area, there's a lot of souvenirs you can actually buy, which is quite good though, because when you go to a country you want to have like something to take back. So there's a lot of souvenirs around. It's quite chilly though, because obviously we're in winter at the moment, or it is winter period in Poland, so it's quite breezy and it's quite cold. I would recommend coming here during summer though, because winter time can be really cold in Poznan, and I think it's because they have like a river around, so obviously the breeze from the river comes across to the old town. So there are a number of places you need to note in Poznan. They've got a place called the Cathedral Island, and the Cathedral Island is literally a place where they have various churches. It's an island actually, and they have various churches in. If I've got time today, I'll take you to the Cathedral Island. If I haven't got time, then obviously I'll go there next time I visit, but I'll try as much as possible to go there today.
Just to say, I did go to the Cathedral Island, but I was so fascinated about the area, I decided not to record. It was one of them ones where I felt I need to enjoy it, yeah, because the architecture was good. The area was so nice, actually. It was like a relaxing atmosphere. That's how I would explain it. It was so relaxing, the entire area. So I thought, you know what? I'm not going to record. I'm going to enjoy the vibe. I also went to the museum. I looked at that as well. That was really good. Maybe next time I go, I'll do some recording of the Cathedral Island. But the time I went, I mean, I couldn't do any recording. I'm sure a lot of you would understand that there are certain places you go to and you just want to enjoy it. Maybe if I spent a few days in Poznan, I would have obviously gone back again to do some recording, but I was not in the mood for recording then. Also, the good thing about Poland as well is the transportation system. So you could easily travel from city to city. So in this particular trip, I did travel from Wrocław to Poznan. The transportation in Poland is lovely, I must say. Okie dokie, let's keep watching.
But yeah, so you can obviously come to the club if you come around the old town. But I don't think there's a lot going on during winter though. I think it might be much more busier during summer. That's just me assuming though, because right now it's a bit dead. It's not as bubbly as it normally is, sorry. So I think summertime might be the best time to come to the old town area. And also it's much more enjoyable during summer as well, I suppose, because it's warmer. So in terms of food anyway, so I did check around Old Town for food, and there's a lot of good places to eat. As you can see, they have some Polish restaurants around, and yeah, just like Wrocław, it's quite affordable in Poznan as well. I did have a meal like an hour ago, and it only cost me like £11, and it was a lot of food. So the portions in Poland is quite good. I know I always talk about portions every time, because for me, obviously I like to pay a lot for food, but at the same time I need to see value for money. So yeah, so you definitely get value for money in Poznan. So let's take a look at what they have around. So they have a museum. Obviously I can't go in there at the moment because there's a lot of building work. As you can see, they have a lot going on in front of the actual museum, but I'm going to check to see if there's a possibility of me just going in front of it. I doubt it though, but I would take a look. You know me, I always try to take risks. For all you know, I can actually go in front. Okay, yeah, I think I can. Right, so that's the museum. I'm not sure if you have to pay an entrance fee. Maybe you have to, I don't know. But it doesn't look open to me though. Let me check. Yeah, so I think it's locked, it's closed. So I'm not really getting it though, because I did go to the to certain parts of Old Town today, and they were closed. I'm not sure if they have a particular time of the year they normally open, or they are just closed just because they are doing building work in front. Who knows? But I suggest you okay, hold on, I think they've got a sign that tells you so temporary exhibition from the 10th of November 2022 till the 28th of February 2023. Yes, so they have a temporary exhibition from the 10th of November 2022 till the 28th of February. So I don't know what that means, to be totally honest, what they mean by temporary exhibition, but it's obviously closed. So you can see there's a lot of building work. I suppose the question for me is, or the question is, should you come to Poznan? I would say it depends on what you want to do though. So I think if you're much more of the touristy, you know, museum type of person, you like visiting museums and you like to obviously check out people's culture, I think Poznan is a good place because you'd obviously understand Polish culture and things that you don't normally see in certain parts of Poland, I suppose. For me anyway, I think I like Poznan because I like touristy activities basically. So I recommend you come to Poznan for that reason. Also, the reason why you should come to Poznan as well is it's so easy to think there's only one side to Polish people, but there's more sides to them. So when you visit certain parts of the country, you tend to understand them much more better. That's what I see anyway. So when I travel to various countries, what I do is I look at various parts of the country, and that makes me understand the people within the country much more better, I suppose. So I totally recommend that when you travel, you look around and you obviously go to various parts of the country and understand the culture in those various places. For example, if you go to places like Krakow, you would see that the people there are much more engaging. They approach you more, you know, they talk to you more. If you go to Warsaw, everyone is literally minding their own business. In Poznan, I would say it's quite similar to Warsaw, but the people here are still much more nicer. I'm not saying people in Warsaw are not nice, but I always compare Warsaw to London, obviously. So in London, no one has time for you because it's a very busy city, basically. So that's probably why. Right, so what building is this? Let's find out. I'm going to find out what building this is in a minute. For all you know, it's the same building I just saw. I'll check it out in a second anyway. But yeah, so I always recommend you travel to various places, because what tends to happen is when people go to certain countries, they go to the very, very popular city and they go back home. But I don't think that's the best thing to do though. I would say Poznan is one of the most underrated cities in Poland. That's what I would say anyway, because nobody really talks about Poland. I'm sorry, not Poland. No one really talks about Poznan. When people talk about Poland, all they talk about is places like Krakow and that. So I recommend you obviously check out new places and see. So that building, let's see what that building is, then I'll take you to other places as well. Before we go to that building anyway, so there are certain places I noticed around Old Town that are quite deserted, and I don't know if it's because they're doing some work around the area. So this is one part as well that looks dead, but it might be that they're doing some work. I think that's a restaurant. It might be very busy during summer though, who knows, because they're doing some work around. To me anyway, I would say come to Poznan when all the work is done. Right now, I don't think you can see that much. As you can see, that's the map of the old town. So that's the city hall. That's the entrance from that side. That's the museum. They have many museums actually. So they have various museums that they have various artifacts in. Even in the Cathedral Island, they do have certain museums there as well. So I think they have museums for specific things anyway. So let's check that place out. That's the place I saw earlier. So that's obviously closed as well. Yeah, so I really don't recommend you come for now. I would say maybe come during summertime. I suppose it'll be better. I think they will do most of the works by then anyway. Because if you come now, you wouldn't really enjoy it, I would say. Okay, let's move on. There are certain places I want you to see. So what's my plan for tomorrow? I plan to go to a place called Katowice. Apparently it's not a recommended city to visit. Apologies, my Polish people. I know you're going to get mad now for what I just said, but that's what I'm hearing anyway. So people are saying there's not a lot to do in Katowice, and that's because it's an industrial kind of place. But that's why I tend to go to places myself to check it out. So I know people are saying it's not actually a recommended place because there's nothing to see there. But that's why I like to go there. When you go for yourself, then you would obviously make that judgment on whether or not it is a good place to visit. I don't normally go by hearsay, but I'm just telling you what people told me anyway. Yeah, that's right. I don't normally go by hearsay, but for some reason, people feel Katowice is not that interesting to visit. People find it a bit boring. But I did go there though. I did go. Unfortunately, it was raining heavily, and that really pissed me off. I did do some some video shoots, but it wasn't anything substantial. And I brought out the video anyway just to show how Katowice is in like few minutes. But it was really, really annoying because when I got there, I actually liked it. I did feel it was quite different from other parts of Poland I've been to, though. I'm not gonna lie. Um, I found it quite different, but unfortunately, I couldn't shoot any substantial video in Katowice. Okay, I suppose I'm going to end it here. The main aim of showing this video is to kind of let people know that there's more to Poland, yeah? So don't go visiting just Warsaw and Krakow. There's a lot of places to visit. I've been to Gdansk, I've been to Poznan, obviously. I've been to Wrocław, I've been to Katowice, I've been to Warsaw, and I've been to Krakow. It's crazy that I've been to that many cities. So that's about five, yeah, or so. I've been to a number of places already, and I'm quite impressed though because it's made me understand Poland a bit more. Okay, guys, I'm going to have to end it here. If you like my video, please continue to support me by liking my video, by subscribing, and I'll catch you in my next video, guys. I'll probably bring out one about Gdansk as well because I think it'll be good for people to know what I experienced in Gdansk. Also, Gdansk is a different place as well compared to the other parts I've been to. I did really like it. Unfortunately, I went when it was quite cold.
But I think I need to revisit certain cities in Poland during summer because I just feel it will be more enjoyable. But for me, to be honest, I don't really mind the weather. I could go anytime, even when it's bloody snowing. But yeah, it is what it is. Take care, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.